So, what is it you'd like again, sir? I didn't catch that.
I'd like a plate of seal meat. It's very simple.
Okay. 1 plate of seal meat coming right up. How would you like that prepared?
Extra rare, if you could, please.
Extra rare? I don't know if we're legally allowed to serve seal meat extra rare.
Oh, what, have you never heard of sushi here? Just serve it however you want to serve it. What did you even give me a choice? You know what, never mind. Just serve it however you would think best to serve it, okay? Chef's choice or whatever.
Okay, right, we'll be right back with that then, sir. Enjoy your water.
Thank you. Oh, wait, actually, could you... Excuse me. Excuse me. Look, don't pretend to ignore me now. I saw you shooting glances that entire time. You know I'm talking to you. Thank you. Can I borrow your salt, please? I'm well aware that I don't have any dinner in front of me and I just have a glass of water. Can I borrow your salt, please? You don't appear to be using it. In fact, you have 2 salts on your table and I have none. So, can I borrow it, please? Thank you. God. Thank you very much. Yes, I did just put salt in my water. That's how I like it, alright? What is it, a crime to drink salt water? No, it won't make me sick. It'll make me feel better, actually. Look, is there something you want? That entire time I was talking to the waiter, you were shooting me glances and looking me all over. Don't think that I didn't notice, alright? Is there something I can help you with? I'm just a curious individual. Uh-huh. Thank you for that observation, I guess. Okay. What exactly about me do you find curious? My sharp teeth, and the fact my hair's wet. Well, thank you for that analysis. I just got out the shower for your information, and on top of that, I just naturally have sharp teeth. I don't get why that's such a problem, alright? Gosh, you're making me feel really self-conscious. Apology accepted, just leave me alone, okay? Let me enjoy my salt water in peace. Look, when I said leave me in peace, that was me saying please don't talk to me. Oh, fine, one question. What's up? How can I help? Yes, I did order a plate of seal meat. Why is that such a problem? It's a delicacy from where I'm from. Look, I'm not going to tell you where I'm from, okay? It's none of your business. Just please, let me enjoy this peaceful moment by myself, which is surprisingly not that peaceful, actually. Thank you. And no, you don't have to apologise, it is what it is. I'm just a little moody today, I guess. Excuse me. Yeah, I know I told you not to bother me. I'm bothering you now. Look, just forgive me, okay? I just noticed something. You're wearing a wetsuit, right? And you've got a surfboard. Have you just come from swimming in the sea, or are you intending to go swimming after you've eaten here? Well, you really shouldn't go swimming after eating, but also, you really shouldn't swim in that part of the sea. You saw how good the waves were. You wanted to try riding them. I understand that, but that part of the sea is full of currents. It's also got a real nasty riptide. If you go in there, you'll almost certainly drown. Okay, it's probably best you don't go surfing in there, okay? I know I'm not the boss of you, and I know I was rude to you to begin with, but I'm trying to give you a warning, okay? Don't go in that part of the sea, alright? Just enjoy the view. I'm not... Look, I'm trying to warn you, alright? It's dangerous in there. Wow, okay, that was... intense. Look, regardless if you eat danger for breakfast or whatever weird thing you just said, it's not safe. Please don't go in there. Also, there's no lifeguard around, so if there's an accident, well, you'd be screwed. Well, alright then, just be careful, okay? Are you completely stupid? Didn't I warn you not to go swimming in these waters? Not only is it shark infested, but that current nearly pulled you to the bottom of the ocean. You are so lucky to be alive. Oh, stop screaming, you moron. You're clearly alive. And I clearly didn't hurt you. My teeth might be sharp, but I have control over the amount of pressure I can apply with my jaw, you know. Besides, a few punctures here and there is better than drowning, you moron. What the hell am I? A shark. Naturally. Look, it's a long story. Just assume that now you currently live in a world where certain humans can transform into certain animals, and I am one of said humans who can transform into a shark. You were then rescued by that human, and now that human's gonna turn his back on you and walk away, and for God's sake, don't swim in dangerous waters again, you moron. Also, I'm sorry about your surfboard, I couldn't save that. Yes, I am going to walk away, and no, I'm not going to answer any more of your questions. Just leave me alone, alright? You're safe. And in return for me saving you, don't tell anyone about my secret. Oh, stop shouting, you lunatic! Look, if it'll shut you up, I'll tell you, but it'll be way too much for your pathetic little human brain to comprehend. Listen. The world is not as it seems. There's more than meets the eye out there. I'm what's called a demorph, okay? I'm half human, half animal. I can turn into an animal at will, and I'm part of a race called the Selekians. The Selekians are half human, half shark demimorphs. I can come onto dry land whenever I feel like it, and I can live in the ocean whenever I feel like it. That's basically the whole story. Yes, I know I told that in a very underwhelming manner, but it's the truth, okay? I'm a demimorph, and I saved you. Please, just don't do this shit again, alright? Just find a safer hobby, alright? Like Olympic swimming, or, I don't know, going to water parks or something. Surfing exceptionally dangerous waves isn't a good thing to do. Yeah, well, you got that right. Look, are you okay? I didn't injure you, did I, when I pulled you out of the water? Yes, well, I wasn't talking about mental injuries. You can be as scared as you like. That doesn't affect me. What would affect me is knowing I hurt you. So did I? Good. Right, well, I'm gonna go now, okay? Okay, I'm guessing you're following me now. Look, I'm gonna go in a different direction than I was walking in, so you continue in that direction, alright? And you change direction with me. Fuck. What is it you want, human? There's too many unanswered questions. You need to talk to me. Look, I told you the truth, and I even proved it to you, alright? I'm half man, half shark. I can turn into a great white whenever I feel like it. What else is there to know about me? Why have you never seen this before? The Selelkians, as well as many other demorphs, we were never treated very well historically. We were always seen as witches or, some kind of cursed human and burnt at the stake, killed, hunted, God knows what. Recently, though, we've been experimented on, so we tend to hide our abilities. It might look cool being able to turn into a giant shark like that, but it's really not easy. Not when there's a plethora of people out there who want to weaponize you, or steal your genes, or just cut you open and see what you're made out of. I just want to live a peaceful life, okay? It's not easy being what I am. But in scenarios like Just, it can be exceptionally useful. I doubt a human would have been able to rescue you. A full human, anyway. Thank you for saying it's awesome. I really appreciate that. You're kind of a light-hearted spirit, aren't you? Very wayward, very gentle. You kind of take things as they come. That's, admirable. I like that. Me and you are very contrasting in that sense. I'm quite a, paranoid and dark individual, I guess. But that could just be the shark blood. Look, you're welcome, alright? Thank you for being nice about my race. Most people get really, terrified when they see me turn into a shark. And you were no exception, but you also had this distinct look of awe in your eyes. And that was nice for a change. No, I don't often show people that. The only time I'll ever turn into a shark in front of a full human is if I absolutely have to, like Just. It's not something that goes down well. How many of us are there? Not many, actually. The Selelkians, like many other demorphs, are an exceptionally niche and dying breed. You see, evolution took a really weird turn for us, or at least that's what we think, anyway. We've had no proof of any intervention from mages or anything like that. No, I don't know if mages exist, but for us, we were just born with this innate ability. And yeah, there's also this small caveat about our ability. If we mate with a human, our ability to transform isn't genetically passed on. You see, my mum and dad were both Selelkians, but I had a friend who mated with a human, and his son, he couldn't turn into a shark. He never knew his dad had that ability. And a lot of us just paired off and disappeared into obscurity. Like I said, it's not an easy life being a demimorph. So, the vast majority of us just hide it, mate, die out, and then that's the end of our unique abilities. So, yeah, we're very niche, I guess. No, it doesn't bother me. The thing is, I understand why the vast majority of my race would want to do that. You see, like any other human, we're not immune to the effects of love. And given how difficult it is to be a demimorph, I understand why an awful lot of my brethren want their children to not have this ability. Because it's safer. It's easier. Eventually, we'll be a completely extinct breed, and it'll be as if we never existed. Which I know sounds sad, but just know that the reason behind that was love. It was always love and protection. It was never malicious. You could argue that the regular humans caused that situation, but I think it would have happened anyway. Like I said, we are extremely rare, and we're not immune to the effects of love. There's a lot of humans out there that are very special. So, yeah. That's me. I'm hoping that answered at least some of your questions. You didn't expect me to be so abrupt about it. Yeah, well, that's just me. Look, I'm sorry if I come across as moody. It's, well, actually, I'm not going to tell you what it is at the moment, but, it's a very unique time that only demimorphs go through at the moment, and, it's got me a little on edge, so I am sorry for the way I've spoken to you. You're a good person. You're just a bit of an idiot. I'm sorry, I'm nothing but truthful. To make up for calling you an idiot, you want me to tell you what that time is? Oh, you mean the thing that's making me well, this is rather embarrassing, but it's actually mating season. And mating season, you know, you'd think it would make us exceptionally, like, loving and caring and kind, but it doesn't. It makes us very defensive and very aggressive. And it's really starting to chafe at the moment, so that's why I've been a little rude recently. Well, yeah, technically we could mate with a human, and that would help, but I'm not big on the whole love thing. I'm kind of an introvert, you know. Sharks, we like to keep to ourselves. We're not a pack animal. And it really shows, you know, especially with me. I'm a solitary creature. So each mating season, it's tough, but it's nothing I haven't done countless times before, and I'll be fine. I'm just sorry that I was so rude to you. Well, you're a sweetheart. Thank you for understanding. Hey, you know when we were at that diner, you know when I ordered my seal meat? You wasn't shooting glances at me because you were judging me, were you? You were just genuinely curious. You're a really nice individual, and I guess I'm just used to being judged. You know, even without transforming, the sharp teeth, the height, it's all very easy for people to judge me. I just want to say thank you, and I'm sorry for being so presumptuous. I was the judgmental one there. I thought I was being judged, but I wasn't. You were genuinely just curious and just trying to be nice. I'm sorry. And thank you. You wasn't staring at me because you were curious? Oh, then why were you staring at me? Was you actually judging me? Oh, you thought I was cute? Oh, okay. Thank you, I guess. I've never been called cute before. Wait, are you just saying that? No, you were going to ask me on a date until you realised how grumpy I was. Wow. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to... I mean, you can empathise and understand, like, why I was so grumpy, right? Do you think I owe you a date now? You're so very forward, aren't you? Well, to be honest, I could say, you know, we're even because I saved you and all, but I think I would like to get to know you better because I haven't actually got any friends or, you know, any, connections like that with anyone. No, I've never even actually kissed anyone before. Like I said, I'm a solitary creature. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I'd like to take you out on a date. I actually can't believe you. My God, I've just actually, like, realised this whole situation. I just had to save you from the water. I had to share my biggest secret. And now I'm the one who's having to ask you on a date. Do you do this to people a lot? What is it with you? No, I'm just... You're just very fascinating. You're just really, really fascinating. You know, I can turn into a shark, but I would say you are arguably way more interesting than I am. If that's the case, then I should get to know you better. Well, okay then. Yeah, I'd love to get to know you better. I don't have your number, and I don't have my phone on me at the moment, so, I guess we can meet back here at some point. Friday? Yeah, okay. I'll meet you on Friday. At what time? Yeah, okay, 8 o'clock. I don't really frequent, like, bars and whatnot, so you'll have to take us somewhere that you like. You know, somewhere quiet where we can get to know each other, and hopefully somewhere that serves seal meat. Oh, you should try it sometime. It's great stuff. Yeah, alright then. I'll, see you Friday for our date. You're absolutely not scared of the fact that I'm a shark, are you? No, I'm just... It's so unique. Yeah, no, I that was truthful, what I said. I've never kissed anyone before. Have I always wanted to? Well, I mean, I guess, you know, I've always seen people kissing and thought it looked nice, but I just, like I said, I've never really had a connection with anybody, and I've never been able to... talk to somebody long enough for that to happen. Yes, you kind of did just steal my first kiss. Wow, this is a really unusual feeling. It's like there's fish swimming around in my stomach. You call those butterflies? I like this feeling. Can I kiss you more? Maybe after our date. No, God, no, that kiss was more than consensual. It was beautiful, actually. Well, I would say that kiss is more than payment for me saving you. And now it's time for me to pay you back for being so rude to you earlier at the diner. So, well, it's not time now, it'll be time on Friday, I guess. I'm never normally this nervous. Thank you, and I'm sorry, and thank you again. Okay, I'm gonna walk this direction now. Are you following me still, or...? No, okay. Well, I'll see you Friday then, for our date. I'm very excited, actually. But you didn't think you'd be asking a shark out on a date now, did you? Today? Well, life is remarkably unpredictable. And even though I'm very grumpy and paranoid and nihilistic, this is just proof that sometimes that unpredictability can work out in one's favour and be a beautiful thing. I'll see you soon.